Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today we're talking about how to get your first 100 users with zero marketing budget. So maybe you have an idea and you're looking to get users, but you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, maybe you feel lost. Then this webinar is for you. You're in the right place. So today we're going to be covering 10 ways that you can acquire 100 early adopters, how you can think creatively about what your users want, the number one rule you need to apply to succeed, and how to leap your way forward for success. And maybe you're looking to launch a business because you want to leave behind your 9-to-5 job, you're looking for an extra side income, you're looking to fulfill your dreams, you have an idea for a business, but you just don't know where to go, what to do, and how to move forward with just an idea. Then you're in the right place. So let's get started. So I'll start by giving you some background about who I am. My name is Mevish Aslam, and I am the founder and CEO of Sprinters. Sprinters is a global network of female entrepreneurs. With Sprinters, we've been running startup activities in places like Europe, Africa, across Asia, and that includes running hackathons, conferences, startup workshops. I work with startup ecosystems, advise academic institutions, and work with government organizations, as well as winning 3 awards in this space. So I have a love for entrepreneurship and I love making a difference. I've also guest lectured on entrepreneurship. I'm an advisory board member of South by Southwest, Accelerator Track. I've been featured in various media platforms like Forbes, Entrepreneur, CNN, and so on. And I've supported, and my work has impacted around 10,000 women plus, to help them grow and launch a business. And these workshops were held across 3 continents. I've worked with London Business School, Twitter, Google, 500 startups, and so much more. So I have a passion for helping women into entrepreneurship, and it's something I really, really enjoy doing. So this is what I do at Sprinters, and that's the background to my profile. And now I'd like to get started and talk about who this webinar is for. So this webinar is for women who want to launch their own business. Maybe you want to reach your highest potential, but you just don't know. You want to become an entrepreneur. You have an idea, or maybe you don't have an idea, but that's okay too. You're looking to get users, but you're stuck. You feel lost. That's okay. So we're going to deep dive into a lot of this stuff today, so I hope you're all ready. So first I'm going to start off with a really important slide, and that is customers don't buy products, customers buy solutions to problems. So when we talk about ideas, we always talk about, oh, I have this idea, but is that idea a solution to a potential user's problems? So let's talk of this as if you're talking about a problem that your users would have. And it's not just an idea. So I have an idea to support women to become entrepreneurs at Sprinters. But that's an idea. But what is the problem? What is the issue that women have to become entrepreneurs? So their problem is getting started. They need the tools, resources, the network. A lot of women lack the self-confidence. They feel overwhelmed. They think they're not good enough. So for these problems that women have in developing their idea into the world of entrepreneurship, we've created solutions at Sprinters, such as online e-courses, an online community, programming, workshops, and so on. So I want you to really start thinking about solutions to problems and not ideas. Moving on, early adopters. So this webinar is about getting your first 100 early adopters. So early adopters are users who have the problem, right? So they have a problem that you have the solution for. Second, they know they have it. And third, they're willing to pay for it. So when you're looking at your early adopters, it's really important to take this into consideration. as to who you're targeting. So the more targeted and more focused you are, the better results you'll accumulate. So rule number 1, don't talk about your idea. It's not about, oh, I have this great idea, and I understand that's an easy trap to fall into, but maybe think about, oh, I know X many people have this problem, so this is the solution I've created. So back to what I said earlier, customers don't buy products. They don't buy ideas either. They buy solutions to problems. So really think about that. Don't talk about ideas. And rule number 2, never ask about the future. So by this I mean, never ask your customer, hey, I'm creating this product, I'm creating this solution to this problem that you have. Would you pay for it? Would you be interested in trying this out next year, next week? Don't talk about the future. Really limit those conversations. So really limit those conversations about asking about the future. And now I have 2 important questions for you to think about as we get started. So these are 2 really important questions. So number 1 is, before you build anything, ask, are people willing to pay for this? Right? Because at the end of the day, you're in business to get money in the bank. So to get money in the bank, you need to make sure people are willing to pay for anything you build. So consider this question before you build anything. So that's question number 1. Question number 2, do people have this problem? Right? So it's not, I have this idea, this is the solution. Do people have this problem? Yes, then I have the solution. So think about adopting your mentality towards a problem-centric approach. So these are 2 really important questions to think about before we get started. And remember, customers don't buy products, neither do they buy ideas. Customers buy solutions to problems that they have. And today we're talking about getting your first 100 users. So that involves doing a lot of things that don't scale. So this term was coined by Paul Graham, and he mentioned the term, do things that do not scale, because at the end of the day, getting your first 100 customers, you'll be doing a lot of things that you wouldn't expect to be doing when you're on your, when you're targeting 1 million customers. So you'll be doing a lot of things manually, spending a lot of time with your customers. So it's super important to bear into consideration, is you will be doing a lot of things that don't scale. And next is establishing buying personas right. Why is this important? Because you want to know who you're targeting, right? You want to know if you're targeting the CEO of a marketing company, or if you're targeting the marketing manager in a Fortune 500 company. So each person will have different issues, different problems that they need solutions for. So if you're targeting B2B users, your target user may not always be the decision maker, right? So it's super important to establishing who's going to be buying your product and understand their pain points. The more you understand the pain points, the better your approach will be, and the more focused your approach will be. So really think about understanding the pain points that your users have. And how can you understand what pain points your users have? You go to the platforms where your users post their problems. So this can be on subreddits, Craigslist, Facebook groups, Quora, niche forums, or Twitter. So a quick Google search would bring up a number of platforms where you can search problems that your customers have and really understand. So this gives you a chance to really understand their pain points. Right, so now that we understand who your users are, what you will be doing, now we're going to focus on how to find and where to find your users We'll focus on strategies that you can adopt to find your users. So we're talking about your first 100 early adopters. So the first point is reach out to your network. So I'm going to start by giving you an example. So this is Alex from Groove HQ. So he reached out to somebody in his network. Hey, I'm working on my next venture. What are you up to? Can I get 10 minutes of your time? Oops, going a bit faster. Can I get 10 minutes of your time? I've got nothing to sell. I just want to understand how you guys do support. Time for a quick chat. So if you're selling, if you're going to go in targeting your network with a full-on sales approach, no one will be interested. So this is really about, Alex's approach is really about understanding the problem or understanding the solution that he's creating for this problem that people have in support. So this is how you can actually take action and adopt this method. So number one is identify buying personas. Right? So the more refined your buying persona is, the better your approach will be. Then the next step is to make a list of people in your network that meet that buying persona criteria. Reach out to them for coffee. Don't talk about your idea. Discuss their problem that you think they have. Sounds simple, right? So start by identifying your buying personas, make a list, and reach out to them for coffee. Don't talk about ideas. Don't be overly salesy. Discuss the problem and develop the conversation from there. Sounds good? Okay. So the next is Twitter. So I'm not sure how many people here are active on Twitter or are Twitter users, but Twitter is an amazing tool to reach out to your users, to grow your network, to reach out to almost anyone and everyone. So here's an example by Mike. So Mike has a platform that he's looking to raise awareness on to get more users, and he's reaching out to everyone by asking if people have more than one Twitter account. Why? Because then this qualifies his user base. So his ideal customer is someone that has more than one Twitter account. So he qualifies his customers by asking this question, and then he redirects them to a website or his website. And another thing he could also do is pin this tweet to his profile page. And why is this important? Because anyone visiting Mike's profile will get a chance to understand who Mike is, what he does, and how he can help. So this is just one example, and this is how you can take action. So first, start by identifying keywords and hashtags in your niche, product, or even your competitors. So you can do a quick search on keywords and hashtags your competitor uses, products that are aligned with what you're offering. You make a list of keywords and hashtags used by users. You gain consumer insights, increase email leads, learn about product preferences by hosting a voting contest. So on Twitter, you can easily host a voting contest, and this is really important and fundamental to get in to really understand your users, what they want, create email leads, and learn more about what kind of product they really want. Next is to tweet popular questions you get and let people know they can find out more information on your website. And also remember, on Twitter, it's really always easy to just send out a tweet to someone who you think is a potential user and think, hey, I understand you're having this issue, or maybe your users are complaining about a certain issue they're having. So reach out and say, hey, hello, I have this, I understand you have this problem. So here's a solution I'm creating. Are you interested? That really works very well too. So third is Quora. So Quora is, again, another awesome platform where you can get engaged with potential users and other influencers all in one platform by providing value. So the tip here is not to be too salesy or salesy at all. It's about coming into this with a really strategic approach. So here's Dharmesh. one of the co-founders of HubSpot, co-founders and founder of HubSpot, and he's answering a question about how HubSpot got so many Twitter followers. So the way to adopt Quora into your strategy is to start by creating both a personal and a business profile. Then you find the best questions to answer. And how do you do this? You search Quora for relevant use cases, competitor names, and topics. You prioritize the list of questions by relevance, number of views, and followers. Then you start answering questions with authority. And how do you do that? You provide statistics, sources, and references. And maybe focus here your efforts on providing answers for the top 3 questions in your list. So with Quora, it's really about taking a very strategic approach to be able to give the best value that not only works for users or your audience reading your answers, but also reflects really good on you as a company as well. And now the 4th is to launch an email list. And now you're thinking, well, I have no idea how to do this. So let me break this down. So to launch an email list, you can get started by a simple landing page. So CoWritable created a very simple landing page just to create their email list. Launching soon, enter your email. So that's just one example. You can create a landing page, describe what you do in very simple terms, using very simple language. That's the key here. Enter your email, you'll get an invitation. Or you can do something that I adopted recently. So Sprinters is actually our 3-year anniversary month this month. So we're offering a huge giveaway where you get the chance to enter a giveaway and win goodies worth over $1,000, and that includes a free consultation, access to the Female Entrepreneurship Academy, and lifetime membership of our online community. So to enter the giveaway, you need to enter your email. So that's another way of creating or working towards your email list. And now I've broken this down into some key actions that you can take. So first is create a coming soon landing page. So for this, you can do something like CoWritable and use LaunchRock. It's very simple, very user-friendly to get started. Or you can host a giveaway, just like I have done here at Sprinters. And if you don't have a website, you can use any of these websites, which is Rafflecopter, Wishpond, Viper, or PromoSimple. You can also promote on social media and guest post on other blogs. So if you promote on social media, always add a URL that connects to your landing page or create that connects to a page where users can leave their email addresses. And the same for guest posting. Always add a link, if you can, to a page where users can connect and leave their email address to connect with you. And moving on, we have platforms like BetaList, Product Hunt. So BetaList is a platform where you can share your startup, your idea, and exchange ideas and feedback with other people interested in trying early products, new products. So this is BetaList, discovering tomorrow's startups today. So you can take action by adopting this. So I haven't got into specific points because I found some really cool blog posts which would be very easy and simple for you to follow. So the first is how to launch on BetaList, and I'll be providing a link to this. So don't worry about that for now. And how to launch on Product Hunt. So both these links gives you a full breakdown on how to get started on each platform, where you can upload your product or service or anything you're working on, share it with the whole world, get feedback, get users, and move forward. So guest post, this is something we've already recently touched on. So to guest post, what can you do to guest post and how can you guest post? So I'm going to start by giving you a couple of examples of some really interesting ways that you can reach out that have been tried and tested and that have worked. So the first example is coming from Alex, again from Groove. So here, he's reaching out to someone, to a third party, to share a blog post. And if you read this, just understand, I want you to take away from here is the language that Alex uses. It's very simple language. He goes straight to the point. It's about interesting results, testing stories, surprised by how much better 300% it did. So it gives a very interesting angle. It doesn't say something like, hey, I had this idea, I want to share this with your users to sell, buy. That approach does not work. No one will be interested in offering you a guest post on their platform. So it's about really providing a lot of value. So this is Alex, and then I have another example. And this is Leo from Buffer. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Buffer story. Are you? If not, no problem. I'll dive in. So Buffer grew their email list by over 100,000 just by guest posting every single day. So guest posting may work for you, it may not. And if I was to be 100% honest, it's really about really defining your buying personas, people you're targeting, understanding their pain points, and understanding what they read, what they do, and how you can best target them. So what Leo did was really get focused on understanding what his users were reading, where he could find them online, and then targeting those platforms, pitching to them to get a guest post. So it's really about focus and priorities here, and understanding your user, because at the end of the day, you don't want to put guest post on a platform where your users don't hang out, right? So you need to get super focused here. So how can you get started? So first, you make a list of platforms frequented by your users. So platforms that your users use, that they read for advice, platforms where they share news that your users would be interested in. So this, before you even start this, is really about going back to your user persona, your buying persona, and understanding who they are, what they do, what they read, what they don't read, where their interests are, and how you can find those interests online. And then send out personal outreach messages to each platform that you're looking to guest post. And personalize is important. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you receive a copy and paste email that's been sent to every single person, you're not going to be interested. It's about being very personal and providing a lot more value up front, because these relationships are very important for you starting out. Next is to post on the right websites, and again, this links back to the first point, is to make a list of platforms that your users use, read, refer to. And last but not least is measure. So you don't want to be guest posting on platform A, B, C, and then you understand, then you don't realize, okay, platform A, I'm not getting any signups, but platform B, I'm getting maybe 10 signups a day or 10 users a day. So then why waste your time on platform A or platform C if you're not getting any users from platform A or C, but B? So really narrow down your focus and measure consistently to see what platforms are giving you the best return on investment. The last thing you want to do is spend all your time writing all these posts on all these different platforms and realizing, holy crap, I'm not getting any users. That's the last thing you want, right? So really make a point of measuring if this is the approach you're going to adopt. So next is a little hack, and this is all about getting listed on review websites. So when was the last time that you searched a product or service on Google and it said this product versus this? So let me give you an example. So for example, if you're looking to use Buffer for social media, But before you pay up, before you sign up, you want to understand whether Buffer is the right company for you, whether you feel like it offers, the best service, it can do everything you're looking for. So maybe you type in Buffer review. Then maybe what comes up is maybe a review platform like this that says, okay, here's Buffer, but here's 50 other platforms similar to Buffer that offer the same tools and resources like Buffer, but have also been reviewed by many hundreds, millions of other people. So this really helps with not only SEO, but also getting in front of users that would be interested in using your product and a competitor's product. So you want to be there, right? And how can you adopt this? So you take action by making a list of relevant websites to your user base, right? So maybe you could do this. A little hack to do this is enter the website of a potential competitor's website on Google, and next to it write alternative and see what platforms come up. And then you can also enter into Google your competitor's website or their name and type in review and see what comes up. So here I've listed 5 platforms where you can get started to get listed on different review platforms, right? Now we're moving on to the 8th strategy that you can adopt to get your first 100 users. And this one is all about leveraging communities. Now, communities is something that has really blown up, especially on Facebook. So if we're looking at a community for weight loss, this is just an example for weight loss. So a quick Facebook search, it brings up this platform, this page, this group on Facebook, and it's all about weight loss. This group is by All About Healthy Life, and they've created this group for people that are looking to adopt weight loss in their life. So it has over 500,000 members, and super active with 140 new posts every single day. So maybe if you're creating a project or series for people that are looking to go on a diet, start losing weight, then this could be a place where you can go on and maybe interact with the community, post questions, share content, be resourceful. So this is just one example. So you can leverage communities on places like Facebook. And what else do we have here? So I also found something on Reddit. So this is a subreddit called Lose It. And so this is focused around weight loss. So Lose It. So you will see here my incredible journey, 300 pounds to 150 pounds in 13 months with only diet and exercise. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a great achievement. So here you can also find on Reddit, if you just search subreddits here, so subreddit Lose It, you'll also be able to post relevant questions, share your story, and get feedback from people within that community. And this also helps with when you're working on your buying persona and when you're looking to really understand the pain points of your market. So how can you do this? How can you leverage communities? So you can start by searching on Facebook, look on Reddit, look on subreddits on Reddit, LinkedIn, and also look at online forums. There's so many thousands of forums on so many different niches. So I do a quick Google search. For example, if it's weight loss, do Google search weight loss forums and so many thousands will come up. So that's how you can take action by leveraging communities. And a tip here is to provide value, not to be spammy, not to be salesy. Hey, buy my project, I'm creating a solution for you. But really focus on providing value. And how do you provide value is by educating the group. Hey, I wrote this blog post about 5 ways you can lose weight, in 1 month, in 30 days. Share stories think about that. Adopt a really positive strategy. Don't be spammy. Don't be over salesy, because when was the last time you saw a super salesy, super spammy message on an online forum? Now think about how that made you feel. Were you inclined to click? Would you be interested in buying from that person? Most probably not. So really think about that strategy. And next strategy that you could adopt is to sell on a marketplace. So if you have a product or service that you're looking to sell, so again, back to the weight loss theme, just because it's something I've already adopted, and no, before you ask, I'm not developing any products or solutions in weight loss. So here on eBay is weight loss. So you can sell a product here on eBay, weight loss belts, weight loss creams, weight loss pills. So you just stick your product up here, create a listing, create an account, create a listing, and then watch your sales come in. So this particular product has 162 people watching with over 200 products sold. So that's a pretty good number, right? So that'd be like 200. So here today we're aiming for your first 100 early adopters. So this could be you. 213 sold. So eBay is just one platform. Amazon, we all know, it's also another platform where you can sell your product. And another one here is also Etsy. So there's many thousands of marketplaces. So it's really about understanding the marketplace for you. So you could sell on Etsy, Amazon, eBay. So that's all good and well, but how can you get started? So start by defining your niche. And I keep coming back to this. Why is this so important to define your niche? Is because you want to be super focused on the users that you attract, right? Your product or service is not for everyone, right? You want to be very focused in the people that you're targeting. So the best way to do that is really define the buying persona, really define the niche. And then once you've defined your niche, then you search for a marketplace that accommodates this niche. Then of course the next step is to including within this is to create an account to sell, and then you measure results. Measure results why? Because you don't want to be listing 50 products on Amazon, 50 products on eBay, and 50 products on Etsy when you're not getting results. So you need to test which platform is working well for you. Maybe it's all three, maybe it's just one or two, but this is something for you to test. And the last point but not least, the last strategy that you could adopt is PR. So how do you get PR for your startup? So here's a platform called Help a Reporter Out. In short, this is HARO, Help a Reporter Out, and it's a platform that connects journalists and to sources. So there are journalists that are looking for sources to connect with for a story. So it's all about creating media coverage for sources. For example, if I'm a journalist and I'm looking to write about the top 10 weight loss tools, then I'm looking for sources for people that could help me with this, or people that have maybe tried a new product or service that are willing to share their story. So I would probably I would write a post here on HARO and say, hey, I'm looking for someone that's tried the best and newest weight loss products and services. And if I'm a source and my startup, for example, is focused on weight loss, then I would reach out to this journalist and say, hey, I tried XYZ, and the best product I found was Y, and Y is my startup. Now, whichever way works best for you. So how can you start? How can you reach out to the press and share your startup, share your story? So first comes first is you write and share a press release. So search for current newsworthy trends or seasons. So newsworthy trends could be, for example, the royal wedding that took place, I think it was earlier this year. So that was a big trend. Everyone was talking about, the big white dress, the beautiful church, what everyone was wearing. And I think there was a thing about Victoria Beckham's dress. So that caused a big spur. Maybe, and then you can also talk about seasons. So you could talk about Christmas, Easter, any of the seasons throughout the year, and tie in your product or service and say, hey, I'm doing an article. I could be a journalist saying, hey, I'm doing an article about the top 5 Christmas gifts for women entrepreneurs. Right? So what could I give a women entrepreneur? Then you could say, hey, I've created this service or this platform or this product, and I'm offering this to women entrepreneurs as a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or so on. So really see how you can tie in your product or service to newsworthy trends or seasons. Always see how you can establish a relationship between your product and the trend. This is fundamental here, because this is what it's all about. It's about getting your product connected to a trend to get you PR. And last but not least is pitch to a journalist. So these are 10 tools that I'll share with you today. And I really hope you've taken a lot from this. So these strategies will take you from 0 to 100 customers. But these same strategies will not take you from 100 to 1,000 customers. So a lot of these strategies, the 10 strategies, are strategies that are not scalable. So these strategies will take a lot of time for you to correct, a lot of time for you to test, and a lot of time for you to measure as well. So these strategies are not scalable. Maybe some are, some aren't. But this is the strategy to adopt to take you from 0 to 100. So to go from 100 to 1,000, you will seek to adopt strategies that are scalable. But these strategies will get you to 0 to 100, and I'd really love to hear how you get on with that. But here's another point I really want you to take away today. And this is the one point that you should remember and take into consideration when selling your solution, is to always remember, customers don't buy products. They don't buy ideas. They buy solutions to their problems. So think about the solution that you're creating and think about the problems that your users have, and create the link. Focus on this. Don't talk about ideas. Don't talk about products. Talk about product solutions. So really take that product solution centric approach. So now that you have 10 ways to acquire your first 100 users, I really want you to understand what's holding you back from the next step. So I've been in your shoes where I've had an idea, I don't know what to do. Maybe joined the webinar, taken an online course, and I don't know what to do next. It's really hard to get started. I understand. I've been there, and I've worked with so many women like you to support you to move forward with an idea or a solution that you're working on past that early stage, moving it forward to getting your first 100 users. So what is the next step holding you back? Maybe you think you're not good enough, maybe you don't have the time, maybe you just don't know where to get started, you feel lost. You know, there could be a lot of things that are holding you back, but really think about what's holding you back and what you can do to move forward. So if you're like a lot of the women that I've already worked with, or if you're thinking, hey, I don't think I can do this alone, I need some support. Okay, I've joined this webinar today, I've walked away with a lot of value, but I don't know what to do next. I don't know how to get started. I don't know, you know, you've given me 10 tools, 10 ways to get started, 10 strategies to get my first 100 users, but I can't do this alone. No problem, because I've created an online community, a Slack community of female entrepreneurs. So this is a Slack community of female entrepreneurs where you can connect with business experts, share your challenges, get feedback to grow with online masterminds. And this community is in beta. So what does beta mean? Beta means it's still in its early days. So this gives you a chance to come in and shape it. So shape it by talking about your challenges and how we can connect you to the support you need to go from A to B to C to D. Because at the end of the day, to really grow your startup, to really move forward with something, it's best done when you're surrounded by like minds, right? So if you go to the gym, and let me give you an example. If you go to the gym and you see everyone in the gym eating hamburgers, then maybe you're not going to feel so inclined to work out. You're going to be like, hey, everyone's eating burgers here today, so I also want to eat a burger. So that's the importance of being surrounded with a like-minded community, is to be around like minds, people on the same mission as you that want to grow, that want to do something new, that's outside their comfort zone, that really want to do something and say, hey, I have this idea. I've sat on it for a year, 2 months, 5 years, 6 years, a week, a day, but now is the time that I want to move forward with this. So for today, I'm inviting you in for a very limited time to join our private community of Slack of female entrepreneurs. So we're giving away a small number of invitations. The link will be sent to your inbox after this webinar. So this is based on a first come first served basis, and I'll be sharing the invitations within the next 24 hours. So this is only valid for the next 24 hours. Is you'll get the chance to apply to join this community, and best of all, it's absolutely free. So this won't cost you a dime. Alright, I'm doing this because I really want to support you to grow your idea, grow your startup from A to B to C. So I'll put this together to provide you with the support that you need to grow your business, to grow your idea, to grow your startup, to move from A and start working on B to C, and then keep growing and moving forward. So soon we'll be connecting you with business experts in the community. We'll be having online group mentoring. We'll be hosting masterclasses, and these will be business experts in marketing, in social media, fundraising, branding, in a whole host of areas. So because we're still in a beta stage, I'm inviting you to join in today for free. But you only have 24 hours, so you have to be super quick. So once this webinar ends, which is very shortly, you'll receive an email in your inbox, and you have just 24 hours to sign up and get yourself in the front of the queue. So that's it from me today. If you have any questions about this webinar, I am answering all questions in a Slack community. So if you're interested, or if you have any questions about this webinar, you can send me a message, or you can have my undivided time in the Slack community, share your questions, and see how we can start getting you your first 100 early adopters. So here's to your success, and I hope this webinar has been really helpful for you today. I'd love to hear your feedback, so feel free to write your feedback in a quick message to me, or click on the feedback form that I'll be sharing with you today. Thank you.